So today I'm actually going to be talking about the Legion Go. So I actually picked up this device because I was very curious how it would hold up to the Steam Deck. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for the continued support on my channel. My last video got a lot of views and new subscribers, so I just want to say thank you. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So basically, this is the Legion Go, another handheld device, but this one is actually running Windows as opposed to Linux on the Steam Deck. And I just want to give my, impressions on, how I like it, the things I don't like about it. So basically, I feel like this device is definitely for a different type of user than the Steam Deck. I definitely feel like this is more so for a power user because the operating system is on Windows, and also it has a lot more performance in the screen. It's much bigger and much higher resolution as well. So it does have its pluses in that regard, and definitely the aesthetics and kind of the way it looks. But yeah, it's definitely for more of a powerhouse user to be able to game, on the go and be able to play pretty much any game that they want to on here, since the compatibility is very good, and it does have a fairly intuitive game launcher that launches when you initially launch the actual device. It does launch regularly into your Windows first, but then it launches directly into this. So you have your option to go to cloud gaming over here. So jump to straight into Xbox. You can log into your Xbox account and do cloud gaming from there. Your library, and then settings. So if you want to jump into settings, like I said, the performance is really good on this device. The fans do get pretty loud when you're in performance mode, so that is something to keep in mind if you're trying to play either at night or in a quiet environment. You will definitely hear the fans on this guy. And then the display is one of the greater features here, which I'm going to jump into my top 5 things that I like about the device later in the video. So stick around for that. And so yeah, so it's actually at a 2K resolution, which is great. So the clarity is really good on here, and it's up to 144 hertz refresh rate, which is great as well. And then they have some customization options for the controllers, which is really cool that you can actually detach the controllers from the device. So you can actually have them, kind of like the Switch. You can detach the controllers and use them without the screen, which is really nice. And then we also have, actually, that was weird that the controller did not respond there for a second. And then you can update all of your, drivers and everything within there as well. So that's kind of the settings section. Then if you hop into the library, you can see the recently played games, as well as all the games that you have downloaded onto the device. I've only downloaded Steam on here, and just downloaded a couple games and tried them out, and they ran fairly well on here. So that definitely, the performance was able to hold up with a lot of things. On the finals, it was initially started in medium settings, which is great, and you're able to get a little bit more textures and everything throughout the game. So I definitely thought that was a plus. But I will say the biggest things that I am not too fond about with the device is, one, that the setup process was honestly quite horrible. When I first logged into it, you actually brought into the Windows setup on the device, and then you have to run through the whole Windows setup, creating your account and all that good stuff. And then you're brought to the actual device, which you're brought to just like a regular Windows home screen, and you're not actually brought directly into here. And keep in mind, throughout that whole process, you actually have to use the touchscreen or the trackpad, because the analog sticks did not control anything. So you actually could not really use the controller until you got this updated. So you actually had to click on the launcher here, and this had to update, and then you were brought into it. And then it goes through the actual tutorial of the device, where it tells you how to use the controllers, how to detach the controllers, and how to kind of navigate throughout the device, what all the buttons do on the side, which would have been great to know in the very beginning, because if you don't know how to take these controllers off, you can very easily kind of mess it up. So if I flip it over, there's actually little notches right here that you have to press in to then release the controller. And if someone wouldn't know that, they would be, kind of just yanking on it and trying to get it off. But you'd have to go through that entire setup process to get to that point. So I thought that was, a little bit, not so good experience trying to get it set up. But once you're in here, I think it makes sense. Personally, if I were to use this device, I would just have it go into like Steam Big Picture mode, which I think is just a better user interface, and which works very well on here as well. So I can actually exit this, and if I just want to jump into Steam Big Picture mode, I think this is a better way to use the device. The analog stick still obviously works. You can kind of just navigate through here and just use that, and you can still add other games and stuff to your Steam library, even if it's not a Steam game, and just launch it straight from there. So I think that's kind of the better use than the actual one that comes with it. I think it's kind of clunky. But yeah, let's jump into the top 5 reasons why I do like the Legion Go. The first one being, this is in no particular order, but the first one being the 2K resolution on the screen. Like, this is a very large screen. It's an 8-inch screen, and it just looks amazing. Like the screen quality is great. Viewing angles are actually pretty good as well. I just love the clarity and everything of the screen. So I think that's definitely on the top of the list as far as the things I like about the device. And number 2 would actually be the performance. You can tell that this is kind of a powerhouse, and can kind of really put to the test of what type of games and stuff you can play on the go, which is great. You don't have to really limit yourself. You can kind of play pretty much anything. I mean, there's still going to be some limitations with it being a handheld device and not full blown like desktop PC, but you can definitely get through a lot of different games on here. So and then the other thing would be number 3 is the look and the design of the device. I actually really like the look of this. I'm actually a fan of the RGB. I think that looks cool with on the analog sticks. You can actually customize that and change the colors and stuff like that as well, if you want to. And you have the RGB on the button up here as well. So that's really nice. You can change that as well. And if it's charging, it changes colors. And if it's fully charged, it changes colors as well. And so yeah, so I really like the look of the device. And I think the fourth thing is the fact that they went out of the box and you can actually detach the controllers, and they didn't take the safe route. I think that it was very bold to be able to create a handheld gaming PC that has detachable controllers similar to like the Switch. So I think that was really bold, and I like the fact that they kind of went out of the box with that. And they actually had the FPS mode where you actually can take the right controller off and use it on a desk, just like a mouse. So I thought that was a really cool addition that they added there. And the last thing that I like about the device is that it is running Windows. I know I'm primarily a Linux user, but I like the fact that you don't really have the compatibility issues that you run into with some of the games. You can download Blizzard games, Epic games, Xbox games, really whatever you want on here with a little to no limitation. So I think that is kind of one of the other things that I really like about the device. But yeah, so if you like the video, obviously please comment down below what you think about the device, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.